From the first session, we talked about, as an overview, the fundamental changes involved with the Open Roads technology and the Open Roads tools. One of the points that was made, and it's important to recognize, is that the data as well as the standards are all microstation based. Therefore, that means the microstation workspace is very important when working in the civil tools now. And what we want to do is when we get to the microstation manager, we actually want to create a special user. So on the microstation menu, if you'll look in the lower right hand corner, you'll notice a user, a project, and an interface. We're actually going to create a new user and create a new user configuration for our training class, and I'll take you through and show you how to do that. So to begin, on the user drop down menu, we'll just open up the menu. At the bottom of the list, you'll see new. We can click new, and again we're going to create a new user configuration file. We're going to call it civil underbar training, and again this could be named anything you want. We're going to call it civil training and click OK. So that creates the configuration file. We can give it a description now if we want to describe it in any other way. You do not have to. It's not necessary. But I want you to pay special attention to the components underneath this menu here for the project. What we want to do for the project, we want to hit the select button here, and we want to browse to the training workspace associated with the civil training data set. So wherever you saved that workspace data, and we recommend, if you have no other place to store it, we recommend saving it to your C drive, browse down to Bentley Training, and then there's a folder called Civil Training Workspace. We'll browse into the Civil Training Workspace. And what we want to do here, we're defining the project configuration that's going to be used in association with our user configuration. Now we simply want to pick one of the PCF files, whether you're going to be working in Imperial or Metric. So I'll select the Bentley Civil Imperial Training.pcf file, then click the Open button in the lower right corner. So we've pathed that to look at our training project configuration file, and then I'll click OK. Now that sets my user to be our training user configuration, and underneath you'll notice that I have the projects available to me, both Imperial and Metric, that I can select from. These are looking again at the training projects, okay? Not the delivered project configurations that are delivered with the base product. So at this point, select Imperial or Metric, depending on the units, whichever units you're working in. And now we've defined and we've created the user and the project, so we are confident that we're working in the proper workspace, which means behind the scenes, our standards, our seed files, all of those fundamental elements, all those standards are in place for us to use Open Roads with a baseline set of standards. And after creating the training user configuration and updating the project to look at the training project configuration file, we'll browse to the training directory and open up the North Street Corridor, either Imperial or Metric.dgn, to continue with the next exercises.